How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Remnant 2. So, we are going to be heading through the dark conduit here. I apologize for the audio. It is currently muted because for some reason my PlayStation controller was the mic was picking up all the uh, all the sound. So um, the audio was a bit echoey. So decided to mute it here and just do a voiceover. But anyway, um, this was a weird but cool little dungeon. There were, you'll see later on, there are some locked doors and stuff like that. Specifically, one that I wasn't sure how to open. Um, it had unfortunately, because it had a purple item inside it. Uh, so I'm not sure how to get that open. But lots of our creepy crawly alien friends in here, and specifically there were some big ones and a couple like flying like bugs. It looked like so definitely some nasty stuff going on in here. But at the end of the episode as well, we do get we do finally level up and get uh to level 10, which allows us to equip our secondary archetype. Uh, so we don't do that this episode, but we will be dabbling in that in future episodes. And turns out pretty awesome, honestly. So stay tuned for that. But we got a new amulet. I'm just seeing if all my rings are still good here. So I need to find a ring that has good mod generation, which I have not found yet. And it seems like I'm kind of getting shafted with how my worlds are rolling in campaign mode, because it seems like the good stuff that I actually want is in the other version of the world. So I'll have to re-roll some places in adventure mode or join other people's games. Like I said, lots of creepy crawly guys in here. This place was a little confusing too. Lots of twists and turns. Had me roaming around for a minute. Yeah, here's one of our bug friends. Like to spit stuff at you, and then thing exploded and took me out. Luckily, the dog revived me. So, how are all you doing with the game? Are you guys playing? You having fun? For those that are playing, I'm having a blast, as you guys know. I did not think I'd be having this much fun with the game, but it is really enjoyable. Kind of makes me want to try and go back to the first game, but I don't know. Like I said before, the having the dog with me is definitely making it much more enjoyable as a solo campaign. Get surrounded pretty easily in the first one. Did not make it very far in the game. So here's our first locked door here. There's a section later on that has a ton of them. So now we're heading up. Yeah, I apologize about the audio. It's probably weird to watch considering there's no game audio. I'm unsure why the PlayStation controller decided to use the microphone. Got a bunch of crawly guys in here, even little teeny tiny ones. I think one of our bug friends appears too, if I remember correctly. Honestly, the um, next couple episodes might be like this with the audio muted because it was all in the same play session. So might be a couple episodes like this. Yeah, there's our bug friend over there, pumping them full of electrical rods. Those things do so much damage. It's crazy. So we got everybody cleared out. Place is nasty with all the alien eggs and everything all over the place. Just nasty. These things break. Sure, you break everything. Get your scrap. That farm that I posted a short about is super good. Even if your weapons are upgraded a little bit and you need like forged iron or whatever, like whatever wherever your weapons are at, that that big guy's gonna drop that material for you. So the game drops like wherever your weapons are at pretty much. So it's kind of nice. It's not like you're gonna go farm them and you're just gonna get base level iron. So I was thinking that those guys were gonna wake up at some point and come out, but they didn't, surprisingly. Place is called the Dark Conduit because we're going down into the facility to turn on the power, and a surprise event takes place after we do that. Get some good loot from it. Bunch of dudes in here. Then like big alien squid mama comes out. Yep, there she is. These things are kind of nasty. I think they have a grab attack, which is particularly nasty. As I said before, the enemy design is very well done. You're not fighting the same enemies over and over. trait point here. Think I do stamina. I need to increase my mod generation. No, that's what I do anyway. So this place has been interesting with the wasteland and the poison fog. It's been all over the internet. There is another archetype hidden in the poison fog. I'm sure most of you guys probably know about it. I think yeah, here's the purple item that stays locked behind that door. Can't get in there. I am not sure. So if you guys know how to get that, how to open that, let me know. I have not figured out how to open it. Even after turning the power on, like you'll see, I come back here and like expecting that to open and it didn't. So not sure why. And it looks like there's something behind there too. So in here we have a little surprise. One of I think they call these guys aberrations. They're just like regular enemies, but they're like empowered. The red aura, just like mini bosses, basically. This guy was like doing something weird, teleporting around or something. Doing some damage. Actually, took me out, and the dog had to revive me. But we got him down. Trying to cheese him around the area. He's taking out his going all Star Wars, pulling out his lightsaber. So we got him down. Just a little mini boss in the dungeon. Gave us a mutator. And that was, yeah, the transpose. Picking up ammo increases range damage by 10% for 20 seconds. And that like auto equipped to the Enigma, I think. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out like where it auto equipped it to. Yeah, right there. Which doesn't really fit that too much, but I was like, yeah, whatever. Just keep it on there for now. Not too many fantastic mutators yet. Need more of those. Need to beat more of those aberrations to get some more corrupted luminite crystals too, so that can upgrade them. That's why it's good to do adventure mode, go to the other areas and find more of those guys and upgrade your mutators that you want. You gotta be you gotta know which ones you want to upgrade to because obviously there's only so many of those guys. Now I'm going back to proper path of progression. So it looks like two ways to go here. I did I cut this out, but I tried to hop the gap over there and did not work out well. So I had to go back through. Trying to figure out I just realized I'm walking around here trying to figure out how to get to that other side and completely forgot that there was like another path over there. I don't think there was anything over there, but might have been. I'll have to go back and check at some point. I don't know why I didn't realize that there was I had just looked at the other path, like on the opposite side, and I just didn't think about it, I guess. Just realized while I'm watching the footage here. Yeah, I thought I had seen something over there, but I don't know if there is anything. So thought there was like a blue item or something over there, like a trait book. Okay, so here is where we're gonna turn the power back on. So we're gonna push this in and power's gonna go on and open up that door there that was locked. Yep. And that's gonna allow us to grab Crystal Heart relic. So that regenerates 100% of max health over 10 seconds. Movement speed is reduced 50%, and incoming damage is reduced 25%. So it's kind of good, but I didn't like that it said reduces movement speed by 50%. I was like, I don't know about that. This was one of the locked doors that we had seen, and that purple item was visible from there, I think. So that was one door that I was curious about. But then, like I said, those other locked doors that we saw do not open. Like I said, if you guys know, let me know in the comments how to get that one purple. Yeah, there was a purple item and I think a trait book in behind one of them. So I looked after the fact going through here on on the internet, and I didn't see anybody that had found a way to unlock that. So sure, someone along the way knows. So now I'm trying to find my way back to look at those other doors, which are still locked at this point. Yeah, so like I said, there's that one purple item, and then the other blue one, I think, is where is the blue one? Up there. I think it's yeah, I think it's right. Yep, I see it right there. Yeah, so definitely puzzling. So many secrets in this game. Like I said before, the secrets have secrets. It's crazy. And it's interesting too that, the a lot of the secrets like you need to go into adventure mode or whatever to get a different event to roll in the world. The different side quests and events like are kind of random. So definitely spikes up the replayability factor in my eyes. Feel like I'll be playing this for a while because I like the loot. I want to get all the loot. Want to get all the loot and the secret loot. And I think that will be finding all the loot and secret loot will be exceptionally um, even easier after beating the main story because you unlock another archetype called the explorer, which has treasure finding abilities, like highlights it as you're walking through, which is how the archetype in the poison fog was found, I believe. They were walking through Narud, and it's like highlighted through the through the poison fog. So they're like, "Oh, look at this!" So yeah, we're getting the message now that we've gained enough experience to select the secondary archetype. So, like I said, not in this episode, but in the next couple, we will be dabbling in that. Um, I do need to go back to Wallace and actually craft the archetype that I'm going to use. So at this point, we have the ability to slot it in, but as you can see, it says engram required. So we have not done any engrams at this point, so we can't. We could have slotted one in right now, but we didn't have any crafted. So now when we leave here, we get a little special event, and it's tied to the little pods that I was checking in the previous episode, which is kind of cool. I didn't realize that, but good thing I interacted with all of those. So as you can see now, this control panel is lit up, so we can interact with it. And this, I think this is they're calling the supply ship event. So by interacting with this thing flies off, and all those little pods out in the wasteland will drop into those slots you see down below and drop loot. So you see me looking all around in the footage here because I'm don't know what's going on. Like I'm hearing a bunch of noise and stuff like that, and like enemies coming in, and um, I'm thinking to myself that the those pods are gonna drop in there, and they do. They just take a minute and a bit of time to do that, and I think that's why they kind of drop some enemies in on you here. So you're busy fighting while the pods drop in. So so I'm hearing all this noise and I'm waiting and waiting. And I'm like, okay, what what's happening here? These things gonna drop in? What's going on? So like I can see a couple of them drop some scrap here. I think so. That's how I know like the other ones are coming. So it's just a matter of waiting around for them. Yeah. So here's this with some forged iron, 12 of it too. Some scrap running all around. These back here are just filled with eggs and stuff like that, so nothing's gonna spawn in those. So running back around, one of our creepy crawlies decided to join us. Now we got the galvanized resupply band, which is increases ammo pickups by 50%. More guys popping in. There's another pod. Difference engine. While shield's active, gain 20% damage and 1.5 of base damage dealt as lifesteal, which is kind of good if you're using, got some synergy going on with rings and stuff like that that deal with uh, applying a shield. Okay, and here is the final item, the Star Shot, which is kind of cool. It's just like a alien blaster, pretty much. So it funnels all the current mod energy. Does one big one big shot. Applies burning over 10 seconds. Additional charges consumed. Increase all damage by 5%. Max 5 charges. So that's different. Like I said, basically like a little alien blaster. Pew pew. So sticking with the Enigma though, that weapon is just insane. The crowd control that it can handle is pretty amazing. So going back to that. So that is about it for this one, guys. So hopefully you all enjoyed. Again, apologies for the audio complications, but we will get through it. So hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully you're doing well. Stay tuned. More coming at you. Take care.